Yeah, it's pretty impressive because a lot of his base really doesn't want him involved in these extraterritorial matters. They want him to be very isolationist, but he's doing the right thing, trying to invoke American power here as well. And as you say, through this tariff tactic, trying to get other countries to pressure Russia as well, countries such as India. Let's have a look at what Donald Trump's had to say.
We had some very good talks with President Putin today, and there's a very good chance that we could be ending the round, ending the end of that road. That road was long and continues to be long. I've been disappointed before with this one. You know, we've solved 5 wars, plus add to that Iran, where we wiped out their nuclear capacity for weapons. They would have had a weapon within 2 months, maybe less.
Does it take a Trump-Putin summit to bring this to a conclusion?
I don't know about a summit. I think it's the threat of the tariffs and the energy President Trump is putting into bringing the war to an end, which is going to have some effect. I mean, the details will be worked out if there's to be a successful agreement before the summit actually takes place. The summit will probably be, to use the word that people love to use now, performative. So
yeah,
it'll just be for the optics. Yeah. But the work will have been done in advance. I mean, let's see. I mean, I think President Trump has made the point to President Putin that Putin can't win this war. He will not be able to take over Ukraine. And the Americans, helped by the Europeans, will absolutely make sure that can't happen. Yep. And that will cause Putin to reflect.
Indeed. Well, we'll keep an eye on that one. The developments continue to unfold almost daily on that, and he's got plenty on his plate when it comes to American involvement in the Middle East as well. But I want to jump ahead to the Sky News program going to air next Monday at 7:30, the War Cabinet. We talked to you about that last week. You've been involved in the production. You've been able to thrash out these scenarios in the old Cabinet and the old Parliament House in Canberra. What should we expect? What are the key outcomes you're expecting?
Well, there are 9 people who are discussing the geopolitics that Australia's wrestling with and what our defence policy should be. I think what's interesting is that there is pretty much a consensus between this diverse group of people that we have to strengthen our defence force and we have to work closely with our allies, in particular with the Americans and the Japanese in the Indo-Pacific region, but our other allies. We can't just think of our security in terms of our capacity to defend the coastline of Australia. We've got to think about it in terms of the stability of the region. And if the region destabilises, then our security will be threatened. If the region is stable and there's a balance of power between the allies and China in the region, then our security will be underwritten. And that's, I think, a very strong message that will come out of this program. And when is it? Monday. Yeah,
great stuff. Look forward to it. Thanks for joining us again, Alexander. Alexander Downer there, the longest-serving foreign minister of this great nation, and he's part of the War Cabinet here on Sky News, 7:30 on Monday. It should be compulsory viewing.